Here's my thrifting friends. Okay, I'm at Savers. It's my day off today, which means it's not really my day off. I have to still work and get stuff from my store, but here's my wish list for today. I'm looking for Easter things, gardening things, baskets, spring decor. I've got a really high demand right now for that. I mean, of course, if I find amazing things for myself too, even better, but all right, let's see if we can find these things, and Thrifting Angels be with us. So I'm going to start in the quirky decor area first, and I'm seeing this really interesting Irish setter. I was very tempted. I almost got this. I ended up putting it back on the shelf. Now, mind you, I am shopping with a 30% discount. It is senior day. I don't know. It struck me, and I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake. What's really funny is that as soon as I put it back, somebody else behind me just grabbed it and put it in their cart. So did I make a mistake? All right, this hammered metal bowl is definitely not a mistake. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Modern decor wise, I carry both collectibles and modern items. That's a great price, and I think it would look great. I'm going to grab it. These daffodil prints are perfect. Screaming spring. This is exactly what my customers are looking for. Very affordable, brand new in the packaging. Yep, that's a no-brainer. Oh my God. You guys, $4.99 before my discount. This beautifully framed, groovy 1960s, 1970s crewel work owl. This is insanely amazing. I totally grabbed that. So I normally leave these lamps behind because I just don't do well with these painted floral ones. I do much better with the cloisonne or the other kind there. But this looked like milk glass. It was older, but it was missing the chimney. And for some reason, it just felt like light. It just didn't feel right. So I left that behind as well. All right, I really wanted this too. It was the right price, but you know what? You got what you paid for in this case, because it was very like, it wasn't an actual handcrafted shelf. It would look like very cheap plywood that you kind of put together. It was better just as an organizer, maybe inside of a drawer. It definitely wasn't to hang on the wall, but it was made to hang on the wall, if that makes any sense. It just looked cheap. I was disappointed because these little knickknack shelves are hot right now and doing really well. Okay, another item. You know, I left it behind literally because it was a winter scene and it looked slightly amateur. Not that that's a bad thing, but I don't know, just something about it didn't click. I think it's because it's winter and I can't take winter anymore in any form. And it just wasn't, I don't know. It just didn't have it. Although I probably should have picked it up. My future self is probably going to be like, why didn't you grab that? All right, I thought these were really cute prints for probably a little girl's room. All these little animals wearing little pink flower tiaras. Cute. But at $5 each, I mean, you would have spent some good money to pick up that whole collection. Like $25, $30. All right, this is super cute. Cats are so popular in my store. So when I saw this, it made me smile, and I'm sure it's going to make my customers smile too. So I put that in my cart. That's what you just saw me do. I saw this owl. I mean, I almost got it, but even with the discount, I thought it was a little high. I wouldn't really be able to sell it for much more than that, so I wouldn't make much money on that. So I left it. Okay, adult coloring books are a thing. They're a thing, you guys. I know it's not something that comes to mind when you think about what sells really well, but these fly out of my store full price. They're like $15 at Barnes & Noble, but people love them. And if they can find them unused for a really cheap price, they always buy them out of my store. So I grab those for sure. All right, this really big tray is a super low price. That's awesome. You can use this in so many ways. Very popular item, especially in picnic season coming up, and just as a base for a great layering decor. I love it. I'm in their little Easter section. I'm trying to find any kind of Easter items, spring items, like I mentioned when I was walking in, is on my wish list. I almost got these, a little bit high on the price, and the little pails, they've just felt so cheap, but the lavender was really pretty. It was definitely what I was looking for. Again, also this was exactly what I was looking for, but at $5, I mean, that's too much. I definitely left all that behind. Really struggling. These cups were really cute. They're actually like sunflowers. Nope.
I just came because I'm back at the doctor again, right down the street.
Yeah, they didn't have much. Aww.
Yeah, so there's nothing here.
All right, so let me explain. That lady, she was so funny. She's one of my customers at Cinderelli's, and she likes to thrift too, and she spotted me. And as soon as she spotted me, she's like, okay, well, I might as well just go home. There's nothing left here. I thought that was hilarious. She ended up reaching out to me a few days later and bought that owl print off of me already, that piece of artwork. Yeah, she just found my email, and she emailed me. All right, these are beautiful old ironstone pieces. I thought that was so pretty. That's a great price for my discount. Look at the design of the handle. That's how you can tell the really old, beautiful things. They're just very elegant. This also was probably even older, showing its age, but that's okay. There's a lot of people who like that aged look on their ironstone for display. I love that look as well. That was also a great price for that piece. And then this last piece was really pretty too. With that, there was a modern one on the end, but those two were the older ones. That was really pretty. All right, I'm done shopping. Let's get this stuff all paid for and get home. All right, you guys, I think we have mission accomplished. I'm super excited. Definitely got spring stuff. Oh my goodness, we got spring artwork, spring decor. I got an item, I'm not sure. It's a fabulous item. I'm hoping I can make my money back on it. I think I can, but I can't wait to show you, and you guys can let me know. Hello, I'm back. It's the next day, and I have to go to work today, so that's why I'm all dressed up. I wanted to show you, so I do wear that cameo bracelet. In my last video, I showed you guys my, or maybe the video before, one of my past few videos, I showed you guys my vintage jewelry collection. So I did want to show you. I definitely wear that bracelet. It goes really pretty when I wear like pale pink. I also have this vintage little watch that I forgot to show you guys. It's so tiny. I can't even read the face, but I love the look of that, you know, elegant, you know, very delicate ladies watch with that cameo. And then this is my cameo ring that I showed you guys. So I definitely wear these pieces quite a bit. Anyway, let's get into my Mega Savers haul. I got very lucky this time, found a ton of stuff. All the gamut from decor to fun, quirky things. A couple of things I'm keeping. Something I want you to help me to make a decision on if I should keep or not, but stay tuned. I really would appreciate your input on that one, but let's get started. All right, so these adult coloring books, I know that sounds like a quirky thing to pick up, but I'm going to tell you, a lot of my customers really love these things, and because they're so expensive new. So at Barnes & Noble, they're about $16. Maybe Amazon, you can get them for about $10 to $12, brand new, of course. But they won't, I wouldn't either. Like, just to treat yourself to something that's going to be super relaxing, something that you enjoy, you know, you kind of hem and haw. But if you can find them at a really good price, a really low price. So I got these, they were, I'm just going to say for the whole, everything I'm showing you was 30% off the price I'm showing you. So $3.99 would be, this is under $3. So I can still offer it for like, you know, $5 or $6. That's still a huge savings over buying it new, but none of these were used. They're really pretty on the inside. I can totally see why people love getting these and coloring either with like marker, pencil, cats. Oh my God, so many of my customers love cats. I love cats too. I grew up with cats. I have dogs now, but look at some of these really fun pictures to color in. But look at that. That's so cute with the squirrel and all the little things. So anyway, I thought this would be a fun thing to have in my store. It's a quirky thing to have. It's hard to find, and it just sets the mood for my store, having a lot of unique, fun things. But all right, next up, I'm going to show you some really eclectic finds. So the next 4 things I am keeping, but they're not a big deal. They're just fun things that I definitely want to keep. This is a beautiful plant urn. I like to call these an urn because they're up on a pedestal. It's like a little mini urn. This looks so enchanted garden, so just that beautiful French provincial look or English cottagey look. So I can just picture this somewhere in my house with a beautiful ivy in it, something like that. So yeah, I thought this was really pretty. And then I got this magnifying glass. I love this. Look at this magnifying glass. I can see you guys. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. This is so cool. Now this is got an interesting handle on it. That's why it really attracted me. It's like this multi-edged black, I don't want to say ebony. I mean, it's probably plastic, but it's just such an interesting multi-faceted handle. I thought it was really cool. I mean, I practically use this because I'm blind at this point at my age, but I think this looks really cool stacked up on a bunch of books. I'm definitely going to display it. I love it. And then I grabbed this crystal. That was $3, by the way, and the urn was $4.99 without the discount. And then I saw this really beautiful, this is a crystal beverage stir. I just thought this was a really cool, interesting piece. I really loved it. And then the last piece that I grabbed and I'm keeping is this little cherub shelf sitter. He was $3, and he's got the flat bottom so that you can sit him on a shelf. Let's see how he looks. Let's see. So right here. Yeah, so he just sits right on a shelf. You can move these other pieces aside, and you can see what he looks like. Isn't that cool? We'll leave him here for the rest of the video. I just thought and then I picked up 2 pieces of glass. This one for sure I'm selling. So this is this beautiful cobalt blue. Love the design on the bottom of it and the way it just catches the light. I'm not sure if this was an underplate to something or it's just meant to be. It is pretty flat on the top here. It's got a little bit of a groove right there, but I can picture somebody either just displaying this in one of those, those holder things that make a plate sit upright, or as an underplate. I wouldn't recommend this for plants or anything because it doesn't have, it's flat, so the water's just going to run right off. But, maybe to display a couple of cupcakes, as a special treat, or, just to have in your collection of cobalt blue glass. And then this pink one, I'm kind of torn on this one. I did pay $8.99 for it before my discount, but I did love the design on it. I thought it was so pretty. But it's really similar to something I already have. So given that this is Easter, this would look amazing with some of that grass in it and some Easter eggs, right? I think this would look amazing. And again, I'll just put over on here any styling ideas I have or anything I find online in terms of value. But I don't know. Come with me for a second. Let's look at what I already have in my curio cabinet. I'm looking at it right now, and I need you to help me decide which one I should keep. All right, so this pink bowl, I would like to decide between that and what I already have in here, which is this one. So I love the beautiful roped edging and the etched flowers. I'm really into that. I love the pink of this. And then, but this one is also really pretty. Let me put this one down. And then there's this one that I just showed you. I like that this one's got the little feet on it. The other one doesn't. It does have a really beautiful design. I don't know. I can't decide. Looking at those both, which one would you keep? Comment below. Help me decide. They're both so pretty. I don't know which one I should keep. All right, then I grabbed a really nice collection of porcelain pieces that I am going to be selling. The first one is this really pretty Chinese styled cat. Oh my God, cats are so collectible. Every single type of either cat, owl, or bird type item in my store sells immediately. I can't keep them in stock. So I'm going to take this one into the store. It doesn't have a maker's mark on it, but I think it's very attractive, very pretty. It reminds me of those Staffordshire dog pairs. I was hoping to find 2 of these. That would have been cool to have a pair, but just the one I think is really pretty. And then I got this, I think this is called, I want to say Mayotte China, but it's a butter dish. It's a covered butter dish. So it's got the bottom. Yeah, here's the back stamp. It's very faint. I did look this one up online. I know a lot of you guys corrected me on the English brown transferware that I saw at Sushi Thrift. I made a mistake. It was a very faint undermark, and I saw the word China, and I thought it said made in China, and it was actually English. I did get 2 of those pieces. I think one is already sold in the store, but obviously I didn't pick up the picture because I thought it was made in China. So I made a mistake, and a lot of you told me. But on this one, I was careful. I really looked it up. So also ironstone were these twin little dishes, brown transferware. I believe these are, I'm going to say Henry Alcock, I think is the back stamp. I'll put whatever I find here. So these are made in England, definitely older pieces. These would make really perfect little soap dishes for somebody. I can totally picture this as like a ring dish, soap dishes. It's beautiful to have 2 matching ones. And the last piece of kind of china, 2 pieces I got were these matching teapots. So I bought them specifically for the strawberries. I thought they were very cottagecore, really on trend. But what is really amazing is that these are McCoy. These are stamped McCoy on the bottom. And I'm like, what? These are McCoy? I didn't even recognize them. But there's a very faint, this one you can see a little bit better. There's a very faint McCoy stamp on there. And I thought, great. So these are not only cute cottagecore, but they're really collectible. And the last, I could not leave these behind. These matching modern daffodil prints. They're still in their original wrapping. They were $5.99 each before my discount, but I can easily sell these for a great profit in my store. They have a really pretty linen background. The color is super vibrant, and they scream spring. Oh my goodness, spring, 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 spring. So I also found this gorgeous, really substantially sized black metal tray. Grabbed that for $5.99 for my discount. Now this is the must-have base for any vignette that you're going to, any layered look that you're going to build either on your kitchen island, your coffee table. That's for the decor. The decor use of this is that this is your base layer. I can totally picture this with probably a placemat. This base of this tray is literally the exact size of one of these placemats, these oval placemats. So if you found like a beautiful woven oval placemat, put that in here, and then you started layering all kinds of pieces in here like candles, cake stands, urns, like the urn that I just picked up. That would be a great piece to layer in here. Let's look at that together. Yeah, you could use like this and have your ivy coming off of it and have all different types of decor in this. That's the decor use. And then the practical use is it's picnic season, it's cookout season. So this is a great way to pile up all your stuff, your dinnerware for your patio table, ketchup, mustard, hot dog buns, napkins, carry it all out and have yourself a lovely cookout. That's how I would use this, either for decor or in everyday life. So this next group is a bunch of metal pieces that I thought would do really well in the store. Now this one is off season. It was $5.49 before my discount, and this is perfect. My future self in September is going to be so happy that I picked this up at such a discount, because this is the kind of thing that right when the calendar turns to September, at least in this New England area, people cannot stop buying pumpkins, scarecrows, leaf items, anything that screams fall flies out the door. In fact, this year I sold out of pretty much everything. I tried to pack away year to year. If I had anything left over, I didn't have any pumpkins left over. Sold all of them. So I grabbed that. And this pouring urn I thought was so different and unique. It's like, I don't know, like it looks like a museum piece, does it not? It looks like something that was kind of ancient, maybe from Italy or something. Oh, I just love it. It was $5.99. I would totally use this. Okay, you could be really extra, which is totally me. And I would use something like this to water my plants. Totally extra. I love it. Can you imagine just watering your beautiful plant collection with this? I grabbed this really interesting and unique candlestick. This is from the 1970s. I love this. I paid $4.99 for it. It's got this gold base, and that's the bottom of it. It's really heavy. It's a metal base. This is not plastic at all. All these pieces are metal. And then I assume you just put maybe a tea light in here, something like that. Yeah, I think that's the perfect size for a tea light. Wow, I love this. This looks like straight out of like a genie in a bottle. This is just very ornate. Last piece of metal I picked up is this gorgeous hammered metal bowl. It looks copper to me. I think it's a copper type finish, but hammered metals always add a lot of texture to a decor look that you're going for. It looks way, way more expensive than what I paid. I did pay $7.99 for it before my discount, but I mean, this kind of look, these beautiful big metal bowls, they just add a lot of interest, texture, and definitely make your space more elevated and beautiful. Last piece of, all right, this is definitely one of my most amazing finds of the day. Check this out and look at this price. Yeah, this is a handmade crewel work owl, and these crewel work handmade pieces, regardless of the subject matter, are really popular with collectors, people who are just looking for that beautiful vintage look, cottagecore lovers. So yeah, to get this at $4 before my discount is basically free, and it's beautiful and I really love it. And yeah, take a look at the beautiful stitching detail. Wow, somebody with a lot of talent and a lot of time created this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork. All right, and then this next piece is my own personal favorite piece that I'm gonna be keeping. Oh, I saw this, I instantly grabbed it. I actually didn't even look at the price until later, which is totally fine. I paid $9.49 for it for my discount, so it's super cheap, $7. And this is heavy, So this is a genuine terrarium that I am going to actually use for plants. I'm not going to just have it empty. I'm going to get some succulents, and that's what this is for. It is in two pieces, so let me show you the two pieces. Let me put it down and show you the two pieces. So the top piece is this beautiful glass piece. Now, what I really love about this is look at the texture on the seaming. So it's not just a straight seam. Somebody took the time to, you know, form this beautiful rope kind of design, which really adds a lot of texture and elegance to this. And then the base is this really heavy concrete. This is not, it's a solid heavy concrete piece. So I think the way that you use this to really have succulents is, I think I'm going to get some stone, some very fine little pebble stone to put at the very bottom layer, and then the special soil you need for succulents, and then just set a few, maybe hens and chicks or something like that in here, and put this on one of my tables. This is going to be such an elegant thing. And I will say this, terrariums, they just really harken to me like elegant, slow living, beautiful elegance. I just see terrariums and they're just, aren't they like dreamy? They just make you think of like just beautiful, elegant greenhouses. It's just something about them. They're just beautiful. So the top, and lastly, if you get a lot of joy out of using your thrifted things like I do, and I'm going to be doing with that terrarium, I'm also going to be using these beautiful goblets. So I found sorry for the noise. I found a set of 6 of these. I think they're called, I want to say Louis Fisher. I'll put right here whatever I find online, but they were $8.49 for 6 before my markdown, and they're these beautiful. I mean, they read red, but they almost have like an you know, like the aubergine glass, is that what it's called? Where it's like orangey red, it's like that color. And that's the base. And then it just goes up into this beautiful, elegant, let me show you one without the price tag so that you get a real feel for the beautiful, elegant shape of it. Let's got some etched flowers and lots of texture that reflects the light. So John and I are going to use these this weekend. We're going to bake an old-fashioned cake. It's going to be, I believe we're going to try to do an olive oil lemon cake. It's a European recipe. And we have some homemade grape juice that, if you watch us and follow us, months and months ago in September, we made, it's a European drink. It's called Compote, and it's K-O-M-P-O-T. And we've had a couple of big jars of it in our refrigerator, in our basement for months now, and we're going to just start drinking it. So we thought these goblets would look beautiful in that drink, and that a beautiful lemon cake would go perfect with these. And welcome back to the kitchen, you guys. I know a couple of you have been missing the cooking segments. I got your messages, but anyway, we're going to be making a cake today. I saw this recipe. It's called Elegant Lemon Olive Oil Cake. Doesn't that sound lovely? So we're going to make that, and we're going to have our, if you've been really following us for a while, you would have seen us make this. This is like an Eastern European way of preserving, like if you have a huge fruit harvest, a lot of Eastern Europeans take these big glass jars and they just pour hot boiling sugar water over it, and then, you know, you can just keep it in your refrigerator. We're gonna have this, and I thought they would look really pretty in these glasses that I just showed you. Look at that beautiful ruby color come through from the window. By the way, it's an absolutely miserable day.
Good day for the kitchen.
Good day for a kitchen, and we're meal prepping too. So what we cook today, we're actually going to cook something else. You would have already seen it. We're going to cook a chicken dinner after this. Yeah, we have that for like 3 meals. But anyway, we're going to make a dessert too for the week. So technically we're meal prepping. But we're going to put that grape juice in those beautiful stems. And then this is the cake plate we're going to use. One of my memory lane ironstone cake plates. If you guys watched the last video I just put up, I thrifted something really similar in blue. It was a Currier and Ives one, and it already sold in the store. I already sold the quilt too. I sold all the stuff, even the painting. So to one of our awesome viewers, by the way, hi, she emailed me and said, I have to have that watercolor. So we're holding it for her at the store. Take your time. Whenever you come down, it'll be there for you. And then I have these red willow, not blue, but you know how much I love this willow pattern. I have these red willow dessert plates. So, all right, let's get started.
See how the shell stays in the glass?
There you go.
That's why you do it like that.
Yeah.
Nice heavy bottom, and don't worry about it.
It's not going to get into the batter. All right, let's make this batter sweet. 2 cups of sugar, right?
2 cups.
By the way, you guys, we're doubling this recipe because it was for a 8-inch cake pan, and we're using a 10-inch bundt pan. So we're going to just double it.
And hope.
And hey, you can't have too much cake. So what could go wrong? All right, it's time to add the vanilla, and John went ahead and restocked our pantry with a new vanilla. So what'd you get us?
I got a premium bourbon vanilla from Madagascar.
Oh, wow. You mean as in Madagascar, the place, or a brand?
Yes.
The place. Wow, look at that, you guys. Pure vanilla extract. Oh, my. So was it a lot more than like a regular, or what?
No.
No.
And it's one of those things where every now and then I have to remind myself that the internet exists and I don't need to live like it's 1975.
And that's all you have
and
available.
have the same crappy
imitation.
fake stuff that's at the store.
Yeah.
Just like I switched up the pepper that I use because I can now.
Look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, well,
and
let's hope that
nothing in this bottle but vanilla.
Tell me, take a sniff and tell me if this tastes even better. Or, sorry, if this smells better than...
Yeah, you can smell it from feet away.
Let me smell. Wow, you guys. Oh my God, that smells like the most exquisite bakery. Baking spray that John specifically got for all of our baking adventures. Oh wow, this comes out like... Oh, I love the smell of this. It smells like popcorn. It smells so good.
Easy, easy, easy.
Is that good? Is that good?
It's enough for 20 cakes.
All right. That better not stick. All right, we're ready to glaze our cake. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's been cooling down, and that's just been sitting. Oh, wow. right, then we're gonna have our grape drink. Yeah, we just ladle it out of the jar. It's like a really lovely light infused grape juice, basically. Although I'm sure this would be great with a cup of tea, some coffee, maybe a cordial. You could make a cocktail out of this as well. Today's daylight savings time, so it's already cocktail time if we chose to do that.
Because we've sprung ahead.
Because we've sprung ahead today. All right, let's give this a try. This looks lovely. All right, you guys, we're going to try this beautiful cake together. Now, I'm the one that's never had olive oil in a cake before. It's got a lot of lemon in it, so if you're a lemon lover, this is going to be, open up. Okay, I'm going to eat it. I taste the olive oil in a good way. It's very, like, you get that green flavor from if you have really good olive oil. Or do I have it all over my...
No.
You were looking at me like, maybe I had the... What do you think?
Well, the cake itself is not sweet at all.
Which is a good thing. I love it.
You taste a really nice cake, and then you get the sweetness from the glaze
Perfect.
after. And if you like a hint of lemon in your pastry,
don't use as much as we did.
This is not for you.
Right, because this is, you know those lemon sour candies? You know, like they're shaped like a little yellow lemon?
Yeah, or even the hard yellow candies that would come in the little clear wrapper.
Yeah, yes.
That's what this reminds me of.
But it's great.
It's way lemon.
Very lemony. It tastes like summer in a cake. I feel like we should be on the Amalfi Coast. All right, let's try our little, now this is our own infused grape juice in these beautiful stems that I thrifted. These beautiful etched glass bowls. They're stunning. All right, cheers, baby.
Cheers.
I love you.
I love you too.
Fun cooking together. This is so good. It's the perfect thing.
Yep.
It's not sweet. It's just like, how can you describe this? It's not sweet, but it's got this really smooth,
it's what old people think is sweet.
Yeah, it's got, all you taste is grape, not sugar. All right, you guys, well, thanks for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed us making a little sweet treat for ourselves. We're going to have enough cake now for more than the week, easy, because we have 2 little cakes. And we just love having just a little treat like this at the end of the day. It's a great way to end the day and use your good china. See you in the next one.